having French fried tomatoes and fried green tomatoes. Now, French fried tomatoes, you just cut them in the shape of French fries. And green tomatoes is like a cookie. Now, I've already done a video with French fried green tomatoes, but my tomatoes wasn't in perfect shape because you need them to be as green as possible for the French fries. And fried green tomatoes too, but you can get by with it being a little pink with the fried green tomatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do them both, and it'll be much better than the first video because I wasn't really equipped. I was in my she shed back then. So I'll be back. Okay, now we're going to cut the top off of the tomato. And I usually do this if I'm making fries on the end so I don't throw away all of that good part of the tomato. See, there's plenty of edible tomato around the edges of some of these, so I just turn them into fries. I always keep me a little can of, we had popcorn in it, and you line it with a grocery bag, and I'll keep me a garbage can right next to me so it don't be messy around where I'm working. Okay, now, this is all you do for fried green tomatoes. Just cut it like that. Okay. Now, if you're going to make fries, you cut it like fries. That's all to it. So, and even with the ends, I cut this like that. Make a fry. So I'm going to set up and be back. Okay, now we're going to set up and get ready to mix everything together. Now I got 1 egg, and I'm going to put a little water in it and mix it together. And this is mainly to help. You don't really need the eggs because it will stick because the tomatoes are wet. But if you want more of a crunch and more of it to stick, use the eggs. Okay? And now I've already started dipping them and shaking them, so I'm going to do some right now. Put some more in there. And shake them and show you that's what you do with both the green tomatoes and the French fried tomatoes. Once you shake them, you just take them out and put them in here, have them ready to go in the grease. Uh-oh, drop one on the cutting board, not the floor. Okay. And after I do all of this, then I'm going to get the frying pan, I mean not the frying pan, I do mine in a, I think they call it a saucepan, because I like mine, oops, did it wrong that time. I like mine deep fried. So that's the only way I can get it deep fried, because I don't want to use all that much grease. So I'll be back. Okay, I've done my French fry test. And that is, you put the French fry in the grease, and when the French fry floats to the top, it's ready. I'm going to zoom you in a little more. Hopefully I can make it. Okay. Anyway, This is I just put the French fry in, and it is uh, done, and it's floated to the top, so that means it's ready. I'm gonna put one in and make sure. Okay. Yeah, it's going. I think I'm gonna give it a little more because I had cut it off for a second because I was moving ahead of myself. So it might not be ready yet. So I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and come back. Okay, I'm back and I'm gonna start putting them in. It's a little better now. Anyway, I forgot to tell you that this mixture that I'm putting mine in is homemade fish fry. And you can buy just plain fish fry in the store because I'm all into quick and easy. But, and it tastes very good with the fish fry. But you can make your own homemade fish fry if you want, just with depending on how big you're going to do it. But I usually put it in about a mayonnaise jar or something, empty mayonnaise jar. And you just take 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cornmeal and add a teaspoon of every seasoning you would like in your fish fry. And the same thing you fry your fish with, because I fry my fish with my homemade fish fry. You can do the same thing with the green tomatoes. And mostly all I put in my fish fry, I put quite a bit in mine. I put, let's see if I can remember it. Because the older I get, it's not much I remember. Okay, it's lemon pepper. I put lemon pepper in it for sure. And I put cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Oh, and adobe. I put that. And what you do is you start off with 1 teaspoon of each. Then you test it when you cook. You cook 1 piece. And if that's not what you want, you use your own judgment as to what you want to add to it. Salt, pepper, more of this or more of that. That's just how it works. When you're just kind of creating in your own mind. You're sort of trial and error. You do it. You don't want no errors, so you test it with 1 piece. So I'm going to fry this usually about 5 to 8 minutes. And then it get the color. I'm waiting for that golden brown color. And then I start taking them out. Okay, we're back and it's nice and golden brown. Now I take them and just let them cool. Okay, now immediately after I'm finished with these, I'm going to drop my tomatoes, green tomato, fried green tomatoes. I call them tomato cookies. My tomato cookies in. I've already dipped them in eggs in the flour. In the fish fry. And see how the French fries turned out. Now that's yummy, yummy looking, and even the little pieces are nice and crunchy. Once they float to the top, flip them over. You'll probably be flipping them a couple times, but I always flip them over so they'll cook evenly. I'm going to flip them again. we go. Okay, they're ready to be put on the cooling pot, whatever you call this thing, cooling pan. Take them out. Okay, I'm gonna put a few more fries in the pan before I go and check on the other stuff I'm doing. But make sure all of them's under. Okay, we're back and everything's done. And as you can see, these are the I call them tomato cookies because you're going to eat them like cookies. You don't need a fork or nothing, and the French fries. And I'm going to taste them. And they're very crunchy. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's crunchy and very good. You got the crunch, the taste. It's really crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. Now I'm going to taste the fried green tomato. You're going to love it. And like I said, you can make your own fish fry. Just get a cup of flour, a cup of cornmeal, put a teaspoon of the seasoning that you want. Think of how you're going to season your fish, and that's how you season your fish fry. So thank you for tuning in to Cooking with Miss Cherie, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and make a comment. And y'all be blessed, stay safe, and go out with the mask on and wash your hands so we can survive. In Jesus' name. See you next time.